Now, the second one, which again, I think is the most important one when you really talk about doing business, you have to be competitive. And for some of you, like, no, can't we all just get along? Can't we just do this together? Can't we just be on the same squad? Absolutely, but you gotta be competitive, right? So let me read it, right? Relating to or involving competition, having a strong desire to win. Not a strong desire just to make money, just to pay your bills, just to get by. I didn't make the rules. If you're going to do business in America, you have to play to win. You have to. Now they giving them out, but they ain't real. The participation boy ain't real on the high side. You have to be competitive. You have to say in your realm, wherever you are, whatever your space is, this is my space right here. I'm coming to get you have to be competitive. Whether you like it or not, whether you feel comfortable or not. And please listen to me. You have to get out of your personality. You have to do it. You have to stop doing the things that you love, that make you feel comfortable, that you want to do. And you have to get into a space where you got that dog. And let me say this to a lot of parents, right? When you say what's wrong with your kids, what's wrong with a lot of our kids is not that they bad kids. What's wrong with a lot of our kids is that we've given them everything they want, and we didn't know that while we was giving it to them, we was taking that dog away. You looking at your child like, what's wrong with it? You took the dog out of him. You took the dog out of her. Everything. They ain't got to fight for nothing. They don't got to work for nothing. They don't got to earn nothing. It don't make them bad kids. Ain't nothing wrong with them. They great kids. They just ain't got that dog. And as long as they're in our house, they gonna be all right. But when they go out there without that dog, you better not die too soon. You better not leave this earth too soon, because ain't nobody gonna treat them like you treat them. I'm cool with that, but what I'm not gonna take away from you is that dog. You're gonna have that dog. You're gonna learn how to compete. You're gonna have to get up and go get yours. I can give you the whole world if I wanted to. I know some of you don't feel comfortable being competitive. I know it don't resonate with you, it don't feel good. But once you start doing business in corporate America, capitalism is dog eat dog. Capitalism is by any means necessary. It don't mean you need to be evil. Even the word says, from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. You got to be forceful in this world. Do me a favor. If you don't want to be forceful, that don't make you a bad person. Get out of business. It's not for the weak at heart. Watch this, watch this. It says it's a strong desire. What kind of desire? Come on, what kind of desire? Come on, what kind of desire? A strong desire to win or be the best at something. That's why you hear me dressed like this. You see me with the Jay-Z hat. I tell kids, I'm from Detroit, I'm from Chicago, I came from this. You can do it. I'm number one in the world. I don't say I'm number one for me. I already know I'm number one. I'm telling them, I don't care where you come from, you can be the best. I don't want you just in the game to be in the game. I don't want you just making money. I want you to be the best at what you do. So what your daddy was like, so what your mama was a teenager. It doesn't matter. You don't need this, or that. All you need to be successful in this world is that dog. You got to wake up every day and compete. You got to go after it. Watch this. Watch this. Able to compete successfully with others. Write that down. Scale of 1 to 10, 10 being highest, 10 being the highest of, I got that dog. Be honest. Don't play. Be honest with, 6. And when I say that dog, I'm sorry. I don't mean that dog when something go wrong. I just mean you wake up with that dog. The bills don't have to be the you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no reason. It ain't nothing happen. You just wake up. You just wake up. Rah, let's go. I didn't always have it. I didn't always have it. I prayed it away. Ignorantly. God, can't we all die? No, sir. There's an enemy. It ain't just all kumbaya. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Compete success. Look, you can't always be the most talented in the room. It's obvious. I'm in the room. You can't always be like naturally gifted, naturally talented. But watch this. You can be the most competitive. That's different. Talent and competitive is two different things. That's different. Now, my wife is smart, so I tell my wife all the time, like, I feel you, right? I feel you. But I said, but I'm gonna raise my kids this way. Like, They need everything you give them. Two things I say to my wife. See, one thing I make my kids do even if they don't want to do it. You're going to have to be a people because you can't make it in this world if you ain't got connections. Talk. When we walk in the room, you're going to shake everybody's hand. You're going to be a people person. Why? Because I've noticed the people in this world that are successful are people who have connections and are connected to people. No man or woman is an island. And let me tell you something. If you want to make yourself attractive, be competitive. Compete. I don't care nothing about your contract. Compete. I don't care nothing about your coach. Compete. I don't care how your people feel about it. Compete. Why? Because people who are competitive are attractive. Everybody want MJ on their team. Even when he retired, they wanted him. The Wizards wanted him. He couldn't even hardly dunk like he could when we were they're like, we want Jordan. Why? Because he's going to fill up the stands. Everybody want to play with Kobe. Everybody loved the All-Star game. Everybody loved the U.S. Olympics. Why? Because you get to play with Kobe. You get to play with Magic. A lot of people don't want you on their team, not because you're a bad person. They don't not want you on your team because you suck. They don't want you on your team because you don't compete day in and day out. And when you playing the Lakers, you playing against LeBron, you need somebody that can compete. The reason why they love Bron, because when Bron dunked, he could go like this, but Bron like, They want to play with Bron. Why? Because they know when his game's set. That's why we used to trip on who's the best of the best. And I don't know. I won't get into the debate. I just know people wanted to play with Jordan because they knew with Jordan is going to take it to the hole. He ain't going to shoot. He had that dog. Maybe he wasn't the most talented. Maybe he wasn't the greatest player that ever played. He was the greatest dog that ever played. I don't do stats and all that. He was the greatest dog that ever played. If he could take you out, he would take you out. He had that dog. I'm trying to tell you, we live in a world where people came here, it was absolutely nothing in America. There was no building, nothing. They came to conquer. They didn't come to play games. They didn't come just to build churches. They built San Francisco. They built Miami. They all had one thing in common. They were all competitive. There are those of you who want to do business, but you're not competitive. You have to be competitive in business, and it doesn't matter how you feel about it.